What up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. Lloyd, we got a lot of stuff being drilled, actually. Probably not going to drill them all today. I got a few customers. I got appointments for later, but I don't know. I'm just unboxing some stuff right now. I can show you guys what we got over here. Let me go ahead and move this camera around so you can see what we got. I will give you a little bit of an inside look. So far, I have unboxed a Pure Envy. So, working on that. Joe, you hush. Shut your mouth. I just made that garbage because I'm opening these boxes. I had it all cleaned up. Got my cleaning lady that's coming in now. Next one on the list, the Super CUDA. Why is my camera mirrored? How do I get rid of that? I don't like the mirrored crap. Why does it do that? Don't do that to me. Camera settings. Nope, that wasn't it. Settings. There we go. Mirror. There we go. We don't want that. There's time camera, not mirrored. Okay. There we go. All right. Shouldn't be mirrored anymore, right? Correct? Good? Yes. There we go. Super CUDA. Hollow core. There we go. The Mantra. You see that? Drilling that bad boy. What else we got in this pile? We got an ebonite crusher. I have no idea what it is. I don't know what any of this stuff is yet. We're gonna find out though. Ebonite, the One Reverb. I know a lot of people like them CUDAs. A lot of people like the One. This is a good one. I already unboxed this. The Sublime Focus. The Ion Max. Probably should have already done these reviews. I just haven't done them yet. Got the Ion Max. Got a new swag ball. Blizzard Glacier. This is the new Sub-Zero Forge from Motive. Now Ronnie Russell is excited about this one. A couple more swag balls. What is this one? The Big Bro Assemble here. And the Goat. Let's see how those look. Piss me off. Losing. I ripped the box, but we got the new Hitter Pearl. So that one will be coming up. Rattler Big Bite. And we also got the Stealth Hybrid. So that's a total of 8, 9, 14. Oh, and the Atlas. That's 15 balls that I got to do reviews for here pretty soon. How insane is that? That's incredible. So, they're releasing some bowling balls. Got to drill a Summit Ascent and a spare ball for a girl coming in, 14 pounds. A little bit later, so we got to find her PAP. She's getting ready for a league. She starts tomorrow. Howdy, y'all. Everybody that's talking and chatting. Hope everybody's doing all right. We got some exciting news now, so it's going to be pretty sweet. Finally, the app is released. It is open to the public now, so you're able to download that app. There's a free version of it, and then if you want all the extra goodies that you're going to want to sign up for the premium version. It is $10 a month, and well worth the $10 a month. This is the AI I was talking about. So let me go ahead and I'll share my screen with you, and I'll run you through it. This is the website you're going to go to. It's not necessarily an app. It's actually a website that you're able to use from your phone and everything. And it looks great, just like on your phone. You can do it from your computer. You can do it from your phone. It doesn't matter. And the cool thing is it saves everything to your phone. So you don't have to be on the internet to be able to use this type of stuff or to be able to use it. So I'm going to create a new account. We click create new account. Hopefully this doesn't give me any problems. It shouldn't. They've been working on it for a while. I know normally I use Chrome. It works better on Google platforms, which I might have to do. Otherwise, because, oh, shoot, this ain't Chrome. This is Safari. Damn it. I'm on the wrong thing. Let me get out of that. Hold on. Let me X out of that. Open a new one. I got to do it in Chrome because it works much gooder with Chrome. So need to go home. I need to log out. I don't want to be in mine. Log out. All right, there we go. All right, okay, now let me share this with you so you guys can see this one. Chrome tab. This one. Okay, there we go. Share that. All right, you should be able to see that. There we go. All right, here we go. So we are in. This is where we want to go. We want to create a new account. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use an old email that I never use anymore. Yes, I'm old enough to have had a Hotmail account. Don't judge me. Oh, I need a special character. So we'll go with that, actually, so I remember. There you go. So that's kind of cool. It tells you exactly what you need to do. And then you just type in, is that an I or an L? I think that's an L. Type that in, and you'll be good. I think. Create account. Display name field is required. I'm missing something. Oh, I gotta scroll down. Scroll down. All right, how about JR test? All right, there we go. Rev rate, 125. Starting average, 175 sounds about right for me. You can enter your PBA membership number and all that stuff on here if you want. I don't add that. I don't care about having that, but it's a good way to keep track of all your stuff. So I'm not going to save that. All right, so there we go. Now we can log in. We can log into that one I just created. And then I'll show you my own personal account and show you all the stuff that's going on in there. I'm not going to save that. All right, so now we're in here. If we click launch app, it'll actually bring this up over here. Share this tab instead. All right, did that do that right? Yeah. This window is stuck. There's probably a bug. Click below to restart the app. Make sure and contact us on Discord to let us know you experienced this issue. Oh, okay. This is the one that I actually had issues with before. Let me try this. Let me go to Open App. Open App seems to work for me before. Shoot, I gotta share my screen again. Hold on. Getting it going. We working on it. What's the name of the website? It's at Easy Bowling Stats. EasyBowlingStats.com. Basically trying to make a better app than 10-Pin Toolkit. No, I'm trying to make a better app than all apps on the market. Straight up. Oh, there it goes. Syncing data. Oh. Invent. It's telling me my... All right. I'm going to have to let him know about this. It's not working. Let's try again. Loading data. Syncing data. Valid login attempt. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. That's not good at all. Interesting. Well, I was hoping to show this. Let me log out. Try to log into my own account. I might just have to show you. Well, I showed you how to create an account, so... Oh, it worked with my account. All right, well, I'll share this with you. Hopefully nobody has problems. If you do, let me know. All right, do I want that one or this one? I want this one. Share that one. All right, so here we go. So this is what we're looking at here. So this is the app. This is how it'll look on your computer and on your phone. When you first start up, you're going to get this stuff. Getting started, you're going to add your bowling balls. Add what center you're bowling at, if there's more centers. Add your leagues, add a session. So for tournaments and stuff, you add a session. So for me, I have sessions already. Oh wait, no I don't. I have to reload all my stuff apparently. Well, this actually works. Which account am I in? See, I don't even know what account I'm in now. So it logged me into... Let's go to my profile. My profile. Nope, this is my other one. Okay. Okay then. I guess I'll add my first session. I'll just run you through this, okay? So if I try to add a session, it's obviously not going to let me add a session right away. You got to add your bowling balls first. So let's add a bowling ball. We're going to search bowling balls. There you go. So these are the new ones. So I'm going to be drilling a goat, so I'll just go ahead and add the goat. Now, if you don't have the ball that you want to add to your arsenal, obviously it'll give you an option. You can purchase the ball, and then when you click that button, it'll take you over to bowlerx.com. You can get your ball. Pretty sweet. So I want this ball, though. You can add ball reviews eventually. This is going to be coming to where you can add your own ball review. I'll actually have my ball reviews in here as well, but you can add yours. But I'm going to add this ball to my arsenal, and now this is what you can do. You can change whatever. You can call, if you have multiple of these, you can do goat 1, goat pin up, goat pin down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you can do that. It tells you the company. I'm leaving it at factory finish. Otherwise, you can change the surface to whatever you want it to. It tells you the type of cover stock, type of core that's in it. It tells you the RG and differential already. It's preloaded, everything in there for you. So that's not an issue. Will it have a library of older equipment? Yes. Yeah. What's the ball you're looking for, Deca? I'll look it up for you. I'll see if it's in here. There's a lot of bowling balls in here. And then if you want, you can add your intermediate differential if you want to do that. And then it gives you the picture of what the ball looks like. And then you can put the pin like, okay, the pin's going to be right here. You can tell yourself what it looks like. Like this is what it is. Now this right here, this is just, it comes stock. Whatever bowlerx.com tells you is what this is going to be on here. So there's an algorithm it goes by. It may not be an 8 for you, so you can adjust this. You can make this whatever it is. After you throw the ball, you can go ahead and add that in there. I'm going to leave it at the stock because I don't know yet. And then you can obviously change the weight of the bowling ball that you use. I'm using 15 pounds. You can put the serial number in here for you PBA guys. This is really important. So now you can just have all your serial numbers to your bowling balls in here for you, and you don't have to go grabbing bowling balls and looking them up when you have to write the serial number on your PBA sheet, on your scorecard. They're all right here. Whether it's used, new, you can put how much you purchased it for, how much you end up selling it for. There's all kinds of stuff here. Okay, so we're going to, you can take a picture, you can take videos of you throwing this ball. This is pretty cool. All right, so anyway, so let's add this ball. We're going to save that. And what was he looking for? It's a Gold Quake by C300. All right, let me go back and let me see if we can just type in Quake. Are they all in here? No, no Quake in here. I don't remember Quakes. I don't even remember that name of a bowling ball. But there's a lot of bowling balls in here. I think it's over 2,000 that are listed in here. So there's a ton in here. Any of the new stuff will be in here for sure. But if you want to add a ball that's not in here, you don't have to use this. You don't have to use the ball search. You can just add a ball. And you can call it, okay, Gold Quake. Whatever company is C300. Nope, not Seismic. I'm going to go to Columbia 300 right here. All right, we'll just call it Lane Shine. It's an older ball. Whatever the cover was, I don't know what it was. Let's say it was a hybrid. The core was symmetrical, we'll say. You can type in your own RG and differential in it. And then you can actually even pick the ball color. If it was gold, then you go with something like this. And this, and then you can put the layout in it, put the hook rating. You could basically add any ball that's not in there in here. So you can do it that way too. No big deal. All good. So now we're going to add Bowling Center. Here I'm going to add Waterford Lanes in Waterford Township, Michigan. What's the question mark do? Oh, it just tells you what to do, basically. All right, and then you can just basically say this line surface. High friction here. Approaches are pretty slippery here. You can put a phone number in, you can put the website in, you can take a picture of the place so you remember. So when you go to a tournament and you're like, okay, I'm going here, I don't remember if I bowled there, you can go look and see in your notes if you bowled there. And then if you don't remember the surface, you'll be able to tell yourself the surface. You'll be able to see a picture, all that different stuff. You can put that in there so you have it. So we're going to save that. All right, so now I'm bowling a league, so let's add a league. We're going to call it the Wednesday Sport League. Wednesday Sport. I'm going to be a sub. I don't bowl regularly at Waterford Lanes. Players on the team, it's actually a 3-person league. Start date technically was the 4th. Start time 6 o'clock. League fees, you can put that in. League payout, money in there, all this stuff. More, you put all this different stuff in here. Okay, we're going to save the league. So now you have a league. Enter the date you're bowling. The date you're bowling will be here, but let's say it's today. Let's say it's the 6th. You want to select the league. We're going to add that one. That's the league we're going to. So we're creating a session now. The pattern we're using, you got a bunch of different patterns in here that you can use. Kegel has all the patterns uploaded in here, so you can find these in here, and then you can actually even add a pattern if you want. You don't have to do that. You can click this. It's a 41 foot. I think what they're using is PBA version 1. The volume's like 34, I think. It's crazy high. And make sure, this is important, make sure you select whether it's a house shot or a sport shot, because this app will keep track of all of your averages. Everything you need to know, you can break it down based on what you're bowling on. You can break it down based on specific patterns, specific centers, specific balls you use. You can do all of this stuff. So add that, okay, save that pattern. We're using that pattern. And now we got to edit the arsenal. So I only have one ball in here. So Normally you would go through and say, okay, here's the balls I'm bringing with me to this tournament, and we'll add those in. Obviously I clearly only have the one, so I'm just adding that one in there right now. Okay, now we're going to save the session, and now we're saying, okay, we're bowling 3 games, and you get to pick the pairs that you're bowling on. So if you're bowling in a tournament, you can make it to where, okay, I'm starting on 5 and 6, and you bowl the game, you add your score. If you want to add your score, you just type in, you pick the pin that you left. All you're doing is you're clicking the pins that you left. So I left a 7 pin. I'm going to hit the next button, and then I spared it. So I hit the spare. And you can select and change bowling balls. This will list all of the bowling balls that you have in your arsenal, and you can change the ball that you used. So if you want to add balls to your arsenal that you didn't have in there before, you just click on this bag right here. That bag will let you add bowling balls to the current arsenal that you're using, so that way you can use those bowling balls and you can keep them in there. All right, so you can change balls and stuff. If you forgot to add a ball to the arsenal, you're not stuck. It's not like you can't put that ball in there. But so then, okay, let's say now frame 2, wrong button. Frame 2, I struck. Frame 3, I struck. Frame 4, I struck. And then I left a bucket there, and I took off the 2, 4, 8 and got 3. And then let's say I made the adjustment and struck. I struck again, and then I left a 10 pin because that's pretty normal for me, and I made it. So then I struck again, and then I left a 6-10 because I threw it terrible. And it autofills as if you spared it and struck there. I think I'm going to tell them that we probably need to change that to not autofill in there. But anyway, if it doesn't really matter, because now you're just going to hit the next button anyway, and it'll tell you get the option. Well, let's say I missed it. Okay, I missed it. Now it just does 8-1 instead, and you're good to go there. So then, because I only had 1 game added, I can just click next, and it'll give me another game, and then I get to pick whatever pair. Now I'm bowling on 11 and 12, and so on and so forth. So let's fill out another game quick. So I stone 8, I spared, I throw a 5-bagger, 6-bagger, and then I 7-bagger, and then I 10 pin and miss it, and then I leave a 2 pin and spare it, and then I strike on the fill for 247. Okay, so now we're good there. So now next game, don't need that. We got game 2. We didn't do anything with game 3, so we'll just go ahead and delete game 3. Now we've got 2 games in here. So if I am a AI session, if I am a premium member, I can click on session analysis, and it's going to give me the stats on this. So 2 games, I knocked down 448 pins. I averaged 224. I didn't have any clean games, which sucks. That's actually not very good. It's going to give you your first ball average. So your first ball average is 9.48. Longest string was 7 strikes. Total strikes was 14 of 21, 67%. Strikes a game, you're averaging 7 a game. Your 9 counts are 5 out of 21 frames. So you've got 5 9 counts. Nines per game is 2.5. So 9 counts total is 5 out of 21. 9s per game is 2.5 a game. Strikes and 9s between the two are 19 out of 21. Strikes and 9s a game, 9.5. Estimated carry percentage is 78%. Estimated pocket percentage is 90%. So there's all kinds of stats you get here. All spares here. And then you go down and it shows you your games. It'll tell you your average for the balls that you use, because the algorithm will actually make it to where it'll tell you the average for the bowling balls that you use. Even if you only use the bowling balls for a couple of frames, it has an algorithm built in that'll tell you the average based on that ball still. So once you get down through here, we can run session analysis. Now AI is actually going to yell at me and tell me I'm terrible. So your session analysis, I got 100. He's not going to tell me. That's actually weird. That's very strange, since I missed a spare. but it's giving me positive feedback. As an AI, I'm so smart. By simply analyzing your stats, able to figure out all the things you did in a session that were positive things. Looks like all the learning you're doing is paying off, blah, 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 blah. Constructive criticism. Now it's time for the bad list. You got off to a shaky start, but it did eventually figure things out. You need to work on figuring out the lanes faster, what to work on. It'll do all this. And then it'll give you like videos that you can watch, and it'll pop up videos, YouTube videos here, some stuff that...
Hey guys, J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from my office. We're actually going to do an awful lot of videos.
So it'll give you video ideas on things that can improve those specific things that it wants you to improve on. And we can get out of there. Now, during the game, let's say, okay, let's start and go back into the session. Let's go back into game 2. We'll start another game. And let's say I leave 10 pin, spare, 10 pin, spare, 10 pin, spare. Crap, what do? I'm leaving nothing but 10 pins. Okay, well, let's ask AI. We click on the AI ball rep. You again, what do you want now? What do you want now? Do you want me to solve gravity for you? These guys are funny. They make the jokes. It's kind of funny. All right, what can I do for you? So my ball came in light, missed the pocket. My ball hit the pocket, but it did not strike, so we'll click on that one. Okay, what did you leave? You click on 10 pin. All right, this is what I'm thinking. Try throwing the ball just a tiny bit slower. And if you try that, you can say this worked. It's a success. And then now you need to make sure you do these things to make it smarter. Uh-oh, get back up here. Come on, how do I go up? Scroll up. I need to scroll up. I need a scrolling thing. I need a scroll bar. It won't let me scroll up. Uh-oh. Where's my scroll bar? Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. All right. So now it says, in order to make smarter for next time, please fill out the information below and log it. So you know this information. It's good to always pay attention to these things for every shot. So every time you do this, you log a strike or something, it's going to learn exactly what you do throughout time. So as you use this more, even when you practice, you should be using this app. And you should be doing these things. And as it learns your tendencies, the things you do, logging your shots, I want to make this to where we actually not just log strikes, but we're logging shots, like bad shots and everything. So it knows what your tendencies are, and it will give you an idea fully, and it'll continue to learn everything from there. So yeah, I was standing on 20. Let's say I was standing on 26, looking at 13. My ball speed is about 15.7 and 15.7. Release strength, let's say I was being, just my normal strength, or you can go strong, or you can do a weak release, but it was strong. Okay. So I threw a strike standing on 26 board, aiming at 13 at the arrows at 15.7 miles an hour with a regular release. And now when you log that, it will go back down to this. So now you can try again if you get down the road. So every time you don't strike. So now let's say, okay, so I struck, strike, 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 and then all of a sudden, oops, I switched 7. Now I spare, and then we go back up to AI. Okay, ball rep, tell me what I did. My ball came in light and missed the pocket. No, my ball hit the pocket but did not strike. Okay, I left a 7 pin. All right, here's something to try. It's going to say the same thing. Now, this time it didn't work because obviously a 7 pin is kind of the same thing as a 10 pin. It's not my fault you can't throw a strike. Oh, wait, I guess it is. Let's try this again. And time you better throw a strike. Okay, let's see what it does the second time. My ball, I left another 7 pin. All right, there we go. So here's something to try. Add more energy to your follow through. Nope, that didn't work either. Okay. Almost right, but not this time. Oh, well, we'll get this figured out. Ball hit the pocket, didn't strike. I left another 7 pin. All right, there we go. So after much thought, I came up with this to try. Move 1 board left with your feet. Okay, this worked. Success. There we go. Now you enter in the strike again and log it, and it'll save it, and it'll keep learning. So this is kind of cool. So eventually, through time, this thing is going to know you as a bowler. It's going to be able to tell you exactly what needs to be fixed, the things you need to do. It's going to give you better advice. Right now, it's just giving generic advice because it doesn't know me. It's just going based on, it doesn't know anything other than, oh, left 7-pin, clearly came in a little bit light, or the ball was too far down the lane, left 7-pin, tried slowing down. That's always going to be the first thing it's going to tell you, is try slowing down when it comes to a 10-pin and stuff like that. Eventually, through time, it's going to learn even more about you, and it's going to give you better, more in-depth type of stuff to work with. So there's that. Then if we come down here, we can click on stats here. So that's the thing. If you're just a regular member and you don't have the, I don't have a scroll bar. I need them to add a scroll bar to this. Otherwise, I have to do this. If you don't have the premium membership, you're only getting overall stats. You're not getting league stats. You're not getting tournament stats. You're not getting the alleys, patterns, bowling balls. You can't separate them into all these different things if you're not an AI stats person. So with spares, this will break down all of the spares that you left and whether you make what your percentages are on them. So you know exactly what you need to work on, all the things that are going to get better or that you need to get better on. Let's go back in there. Let's try your bowling balls. So this obviously is going to tell you the average that you average with this ball, your high game with this ball, how many strikes a game you average with this ball, all these different things, multi-pins a game, carry percentage with this ball. It's going to give you a bunch of stuff, all this different stuff in here on different patterns, sport patterns, sport short patterns, sport medium patterns, long patterns, all these things. How does this ball stack up on all these different patterns? There's just so many details that you can use on this, and this is all meant to make bowlers better. So maybe you're not a person that needs all these details. That's fine. That's what the basic membership's for. You keep track of your stats, keep track of your scores, all that different stuff. Like maybe you don't need all that. I like having all this stuff. So more stats. Now we can look at, okay, so what do we average on the pattern? On this pattern, you can click on the pattern. So let's say on this, let's say I've bowled on 12 different patterns. All these different patterns will be listed here, and you'll get to see what you average on the different patterns. And then you can eventually filter them to the type of pattern, the session types, the tournament, all this different stuff, the lane surface, all those things you're going to be able to filter it to, and what you average on those specific things for, that pattern, that center, whatever you try to break it down to. So, for the analytical person, let's say you've been bowling for 2 years and using the app for 2 years, and you've bowled in a specific center 5 times on a couple different patterns. You can go in and see what your tendencies were there. Okay, this is what I did. I left a lot of 10 pins in this place. That means I need my ball to hook a little bit sooner. I'm going to try bringing some stuff that might be a little bit stronger this time, or whatever it may be. I was going through the face a lot. Maybe I need to bring some weaker stuff this time on this pattern. Like, it's going to give you all the details you need to be able to figure out how to be best prepared going into events. So this is basically going to be a cheat code for bowling. Not just for league, not just for tournaments, but for everything. Everything around. This is going to give you ways to practice. This is going to give you things to work on. All these different things. What's this? I don't know what this is. Oh, premium membership. That's for that. Notifications. Yeah, okay. Alerts. Okay, so back in stats again. So just the overall stats will be here. That's what you saw from the analysis. Spare shooting, all this different stuff is going to be in here. So, it's never-ending info, never-ending help in your game. So let's use this. Let's think, in games. Okay. All right. So that's the help icon basically. So when we go back, you'll be able to go through all this stuff. So you're going to have a list of all the patterns. So like here, this is all the different patterns here. You can see they're listed in here, and it just goes on and on. Different centers. I believe you can search. I'll only goes based on what you've entered in there. I thought they had a list of the centers all around, and then they also were doing a list of pro shops, so you were able to find pro shops as well. Tournaments, so you can add a new tournament in here. Can we look up other bowlers? I don't think you can look up other bowlers on this one. Not yet, anyway. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask the guys if that's kind of in the works. So the dashboard, this will give you this type of stuff. Why are there retired balls? Active bowling balls are the ones that are currently in your, so becomes spare percentage from game. So you can refresh this. It'll just kind of just keep telling you how to do things. It'll keep teaching you certain things, what to use. As you keep refreshing, it'll give you something new to look at. Okay, so go back to your sessions. Whoops. So I clicked on a link and it takes me somewhere else. Uh-oh, what just happened? Oh, right, is that right? Can I see that still? Am I lost? Nope, there we go. Yeah, so you can see everything here. All your sessions based on everything here. So this is, what's install? I don't know. Oh, install back. You can back your data up. So this backs it up to your computer. So that way, when you sign back in, your stuff automatically comes back in. We might be able to make it to where you can opt in to let other people see your stats. I think that would be kind of cool, but I don't think you have to. I don't think we're going to make it to where they're just publicly available to everybody. I think that would be rough. But if you haven't already, at least at the very least, go and sign up for a free account. Otherwise, I would sign up for the premium account. So that way AI, the quicker you sign up for the premium account, the more it will learn from you, the AI will learn from you, and the better it's going to be able to help you. So, and the longer you're on it, the more you use it, the quicker it's going to understand your game and understand what needs to be done for you to get better. So make sure to download this right away. So if you guys got questions, just let me know. I'm going to leave this live while I'm here working and stuff, just so you guys can kind of hang out, listen to conversation, whatever it may be if you want. You don't have to, but if you got questions, I'll be poking back and forth, looking at this and, try to have some conversation and stuff too. I thought that was really cool that we finally got this thing out. I know a lot of people have been asking about it, and it is officially now usable. So head over there, download it, and get yourself a premium membership. And hopefully, I think I put the link in the description down below. So hit the link in the description, and this thing will learn from you. Pretty neat, though. I don't like that all my other stats are gone, though. I wonder why that is. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But at least I was able to show you. I'm gonna get rid of that. Can it throw it over the same spot for me? I don't know that it can, but it will tell you what you need to fix in order to get better at it. That's for sure. I'm gonna make a banner. Can it identify gaps in Arsenal? Yes. We have that coming. That'll be one thing that's being added with AI. Eventually, we're going to have this. It's not up there yet. That's a big portion of this app that's coming. So this is why it's really important to download the premium version, because as this gets to know you, when updates come to the app, you'll automatically be in those updates and be able to use these things. And it will, eventually I'm having this to where it will look at the bowling balls. You'll be able to bring in AI and it will tell you, here's your gaps. Based on the bowling balls that you have listed in this arsenal, you have a gap here. Here's 3 bowling balls that we suggest to fill that gap. And then eventually I would also like to add, where you can, oh, that's one thing I didn't show you guys. Let me actually, or maybe I didn't see it, but let me get back on there and I can show you. I got to log back in though. Hold on a minute. Let me pull it back up. I'm going to show you, because you should be able to put your spec sheet and everything in there. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, okay. All right, let me share this with you now. Again. All right, so when you come over here, you can click on the 3 lines over here. You get all this different stuff. Take you to the website. You got Pro Shop specs. So what I want to do is okay, so let's add new. What I'd like to do, as of right now, all you can do is just upload a photo. So if you've got a picture of your spec sheet, you can put it on here. You can put your, all this stuff, the sheet name for you. Like, let's say it's, JR. 1, and then the date that you were measured and everything. Put some notes in here, and then you can upload your spec sheet so that way you have it with you at all times. Also, what I'm hoping he does, I think he said he already did it once, but it was kind of complicated, but he wants to make it an easier one to where there's a spec sheet on here and you can just fill out a spec sheet for yourself, and then you'll be able to save that to it. And eventually I want, what I'm working towards, I should say, not just what I'm working towards. What I would like to see, what the guys are working towards, is also, I don't know if you guys remember Blueprint, the EBI or the Powerhouse program, to where you could literally put in all your information, your tilt, your rotation, your positive access point, and you can lay out a bowling ball. It wasn't lay out any of the EBI balls, and then it would demonstrate what the ball would look like on the lane. I want to have something along the lines of that in here as well, to where you can type in a bowling ball, put a bowling ball up there. It'll give you a picture of the bowling ball, maybe a 3D picture of the ball, and then you can type in your specs and the layout that you want to put on it. It'll show you what the layout will look like, and then you could also click a button that will say, this is, you put in, okay, I'm bowling on this type of pattern, it's a short pattern, and it'll give you a general idea of what shape that ball is going to make on the lane for you based on the layout that you put on it. I know everybody's going to come at me, but I thought layouts don't matter. Ugh, don't make me go into this conversation again. But, so you can see the different shape, I should say down lane, more or less, than anything that you're going to see out of a bowling ball. So just keep that in mind. Those things are coming. So it is important to still sign up for the premium membership on this, because all of these things are coming. And I don't even know all of the stuff that's being added. He was, the guy that's creating this has been rambling about a whole lot of ideas that he's got, which I think is going to be really cool. But he's putting out the most important stuff right now, just to get it rolling, so you guys have the ability to use this and get AI learning your games and learning what you do. So eventually, once these new updates get put in here, you're going to have access to it, and it's just, AI is just going to pick right up, and it's going to be like, all right, I'm bowling on this pattern, build the best arsenal for me. Boom. And it's going to just, here's the 9 balls you should take with you. How sick is that going to be? Like, seriously. All right, out of all the balls on the market, I need a bowling ball. I need bowling balls for this pattern, this volume on this surface. Just tell me 9 balls I should buy. And it'll say, okay, here's the 9 balls that you should get. Head over and it'll give you links to it. Like, it's going to be, like, y'all are just, the amount of things that are going to happen with this is going to be insane. So for those of you that have already downloaded and joined, thank you. This is going to be a big thing. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that this is going to be the biggest app in the world at the end of it all. When it's all said and done, I'm hoping this will be the app of all apps, and everybody's going to want this, even though technically it's not an app. But it'll be cool that you'll be able to, like, that's why I kind of like this better, is because it's not an app. I don't have to download something on my phone and then have internet access to be able to get to it, and then You know, I can open it from my computer. I can pull up all the stats and everything right from my computer. Like, I think it's going to be pretty neat. I think it's going to be something that's going to be usable for all ages, for the most part, all bowlers, for any type of situation. So, Don, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. If you guys ever have questions or anything, make sure to ask. So, all right. So I'm going to be the weirdo that's walking around and doing stuff. I might not necessarily be engaging too much, but I'll leave you guys live so you guys can see how things go here. Nobody thinks I'm open until 5, so I can start getting some balls drilled for reviews. I know I definitely need to do that swag ball. Those 4 on the counter, the Sublime Ion Max, the Blizzard Glacier, and the Forge, I need to get those ones done first, because those ones are the most recent that were already announced and are out there right now. So I got to get those drilled so that way I can do the reviews on those. I might do those reviews tomorrow. I'm going to be in here tomorrow. Anybody in the area, come on out. I'll be here at noon. I might be a little distracted because I'm going to watch Michigan get their butt kicked by Texas tomorrow at noon. But I've got some appointments tomorrow also. I'll be here until everybody gets taken care of. So probably be at least until 4 or 5 o'clock. I know I have a lesson coming also at like 3, I think-ish. So, I don't know. So if you guys are in the area, come on up and see me. And for those of you that have downloaded the app, much appreciated. If you haven't already, make sure to head over to 10pindoctors.com too. A lot of stuff over there. If you're a member at 10 Pin Doctors, I think we are working out a deal eventually to where, you know, if you're a member at 10 Pin Doctors, you're going to get a discount to the premium version. And if you're a member at the premium version, you're going to get a discount to 10 Pin Doctors as well, because there's the knowledge base and everything put over there. Maybe eventually we might just intertwine the two of them. Just throw everything that I have on 10 Pin Doctors onto the app and just make it all one big thing. But we'll see. I guess my test is going to be with all the downloads and stuff that are going to be happening and have been happening over the last couple of days since I did the soft announce of this. I'm curious if their servers will hold up on weekends. Is the server going to be able to keep everybody in and using it? You know, which is why it's cool that you download it to your phone and you don't have to be online. But if everybody's trying to download it at the same time and get into it at the same time, it could cause some problems. But I would think their server should be okay. We'll see. So, anyway, all right, let's lay some bowling balls out, shall we? I think. And for those of you that have been kind of waiting and wondering about the rev rate videos and stuff that I'm doing, yes, I am sore AF. So because of the gym and the things that I'm doing for that. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be less sore and I can show you guys the drills and all that stuff that I'll be doing and have been doing in order to increase rev rate and stuff. One of the things I will show you right now is one of these like little these grip improver things, these grip things where you just stick your fingers in it. This one's from Turbo. I'm looking at making my own actually because I think these are very beneficial, and if you want your forearms to burn, this will do it. So you just get your fingers in there. I got bigger fingers than this thing allows for. You just get your fingers in there. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. Doing this a few hundred times a day where you're just in and you're just doing that. It's nothing but wrist and forearm. This is a couple hundred times a day and you'll be feeling it for sure. You'll be feeling it for sure. Anyway, so that's that. That's one of the things along with drills and stuff.
Anybody know anybody at Ghost Energy? Looking for a sponsor. Could use an energy drink sponsor.
I should empty this out.
Look at a mess. Mess.
Now we'll have some strength. I just wanna fly with my arms around the baby, arms around the baby. I just wanna fly. Wait a minute, what? Oh. There.
Hi there, you selling me shoes?
Depends on what you're looking for. Very good.
Bowling shoes.
I got golf shoes. No,
Wrong place.
what size do you wear?
Probably an 8.
Did you bowl a lot?
No.
No, just for fun for the most part.
Well, yeah, my boyfriend is coming out. I haven't bowled in 13 years and my shoes are like probably 15 years. So sooner or later they'll fall apart anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I have left in stock for some of these. I might have an 8 somewhere.
So I have a really narrow foot there.
Purple. That's an 8.5. See if that fits, but I try it on. That's good. That
After
is good.
13 years, I thought, wow, okay, I can still do this thing.
13 years.
That was good, 13 years.
You know, there's a lot of people that are actually coming back to bowling.
Yeah.
Well, everything is getting so expensive, and I feel like bowling is one of those things that, yeah, it's expensive, but it's not like, it's not getting out of hand like a lot of the other stuff is. So people are starting to bowl.
Yeah, well, my husband had MS, and he's deceased now.
Yeah.
And I was a caregiver, and I got a bad back, so I was taking care of him. But, I'm dating a new guy now, and he goes, you, who bowls again? I'm like, "Oh," I don't even know what my ball is. I found some old league sheets from 2013, or something like, or 2011. I'm like, that's 2011. The last time I bowled, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good though. I'm glad you're back at it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And it doesn't ever age you or either. I'm 70, you
Yeah.
know, and I thought, oh, I can still do this. I'm 70, you know.
Yeah.
I can still do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of, even people who have a hard time with a lot of things, like have bad backs.
Yeah, the golf was off the dirt to me with my back. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's an inoperable condition, so I'm going to have bad back for the rest of my life. But if I can find something I can tolerate, you
Sure.
know.
Keep you out there active.
I'll see if I can get out of bed one, right?
That's the hard part. Are you guys bowling morning league?
1 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's probably better, because I'll go to my first straight to balance class in the morning at 9:30, and then I'll come.
I don't know, if you're wearing 8, those will be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, this feels like it's really good show. How much should it run?
You're only 69, I'll give you the 49, it's my last
Because
pair.
I'm old, huh?
And because you're back
The
in bowling.
senior discount, and she's coming back to bowling.
Coming back to bowling, I'm giving you 20 bucks off.
Look at here, I'm telling you. And I like the metal iris. That would make a whole lot better.
Yeah, that's one of the better pair of shoes. They'll hold up for a while. You want the box, or you just want to take the shoes off? Okey-dokey. We'll take care of you. I like people that come back to bowling.
Yep. Yeah, I noticed, what people were saying about me, and I noticed that, I mean, one of the guys on his team is like 82.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd never guess he was 82. But I guess he golfs every day, and then he bowls twice a week, and I thought, geez.
I got a guy that's coming in for lessons weekly, and I
Really?
think he's 82 or 83.
Really?
And he looks great for his age. You know, he's muscular, he's always in the gym, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, how do you do it?
Well, you just stay active, that's what you do.
I guess.
You know?
I'm 40 and I have a hard time staying active. A little higher. There you go.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I'm glad you're back. I
Yeah,
like
I was,
seeing you
I was
come
kind of
back.
doing an age, thing last night, going like, oh, look at these people. I'm probably like the youngest side of all of these people that were bowling this year.
You're the kid.
So, yeah, I'm the kid. Yeah. I'm the kid, dang.
Yeah.
We have the Well, thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, because I thought these shoes, the blues looking kind of old, and I'm like, yeah, they're level like self-destruct here in the middle of the game.
Now you'll be styling.
Awesome.
All right, have fun.
Thank you. I'm playing with it.
Uh-oh. Okay, crazy. That's not good. I'm sure I can send Ed a message about that. It might happen for a few of you, because that's kind of what was happening to me too. So I wonder if there's a bug or something, but I will let him know. Don't give up on it though. Just give me time. Yeah. Yeah, just wait. You might be able to try later or tomorrow. I'll for sure make sure he knows that, because we're still in the early stages. I mean, we've been testing it for a while. We're still going to find some stuff that's going to happen, so it's just bound to happen that you find some bugs and things that go on. So you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like bowlers that come in, you know, I've had so many bowlers that just pop in. Like I haven't bowled in 20 years, and like my boyfriend, my girlfriend, or whoever like got me back into it, and it's like it's kind of amazing how many people come through that are just getting back into it. Max, speaking of, yeah, hey Max, tell Ed that some guys are trying to log in, but it won't let them in. So, Bowling Alley search and Pro Shop search if you want to demo that. I didn't see that somewhere anywhere, but that's okay, because I'm gonna have Max, I'm gonna have you and Ed come on here. And we're going to do a live within the next couple of days, and we'll go through it and let you guys show me around a little bit more on this thing. Just want to know, have you thrown the Arctic Vibe yet? No, I haven't. I didn't even drill an Arctic Vibe. EBI doesn't send me the low end stuff for the most part, so I don't review the vibes and those types of things. So anybody else have trouble logging in, let me know, or let Max know, or yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get you in there. But definitely make sure to sign up for the premium membership, because we need the AI to start learning your game as soon as possible. So many new balls right now. I know, I have 15. I'm drilling the 2 new storm balls right now. I have 15 balls to review now, because I just got a shipment of 6. Yeah, a shipment of 6 balls today from all the EBI brands, so I got to do all those reviews. So we'll see. We'll see when I get some of those done. Try to do a couple a day and plug away.
Plug away.
Then we'll get some lines, get some fingers put in these. Yeah, this is still my slow time. All our leagues here. This isn't a big league center. We don't have a whole lot of leagues here. The majority of my customers are from either out of town, from people that saw my YouTube, or people that come from other cities, stuff like that, other bowling centers. The leagues here just started. Wednesday was the first night of the sport league. Tonight, I don't know if they have the Friday night league tonight. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But this is still the slow time. Usually the first 3 weeks of leagues in this center, people are like, I'll just use what I got. And then 3 weeks later, it's like I get slammed with people that want to drill new balls now. So just got here before I rewatched. Do layouts matter? To an extent, just like I've always said. They matter for how the ball goes through the pins. They do not matter for how much the ball hooks. Not anything that a typical bowler can see. More advanced bowlers can see a difference in layouts. Typical league bowler, they see no difference. Alright, let me see here. Roll back up here. Pure Envy looks perfect for my style. Just can't keep getting new balls all the time. Yes, you can. Absolutely you can, as long as you order from bowlerx.com. We'd love to come to your pro shop, have you drill me a couple of bowling balls, because where I live, it's kind of hit or miss. But I live in eastern Kentucky. That's a long drive, yeah. At Jim, I've had quite a few people that actually come from other states. People have flown in. I had a guy that drove his motorcycle from California over here, drilled 3 balls, had me ship them to him. He just wanted to get out here. That was the cheapest way for him to get out here, was just drive the motorcycle. Live in southern Louisiana. That's a long drive. Yeah. I hear you guys. I understand. Totally get it. I'm working on... I know you're just trolling, JG. I get it. It's all good. I understand. I'm working on developing a way to be able to... Like, if you've got spec sheets and you want me to drill your stuff, I can do that. You can just send me your spec sheets. But if you're looking to get refitted, that's a little bit more difficult. Now, I am working on a way to be able to try. I got to do some testing. Maybe it'll be some of you guys can be my test dummies. But I'm looking at a way of trying to figure out if I can measure your hand without you being here. It'll be tough, but I'm looking at a couple different things. So we'll see. I don't know. There we go. We got 2 done. Yeah, we still got to glue grips in, but oh, there is a leak tonight. It's got the leak lanes out there. Holy, whoa! They filled up Friday. It's all the way across. Every lane. All right. What would be a factor in you drilling someone 5+ in pins over 4 to 5 range? You mean distance, pin to PAP? Now, longer pin to PAP, a lot of the times I'm doing those for people who have higher axis tilt when they spin it a little bit. I know, and a lot of people will look at that and be like, well, why would you do that? Because that makes it flare less. Well, it keeps it on its axis a little bit longer so that it can use some motion down lane. Otherwise, it uses it all up too quick. For me, I use longer pins because I want to slow the transition down. I want the ball to not be so responsive, and I want the ball to kind of be a little bit smoother shape, a little bit less flare in some instances. So, sad I didn't go to Sweden for the Lucky Larson. Yeah, I'm not a very good bowler right now, so probably would have just been a waste of money for me at that point. So I'm still trying to be a better bowler. 40 years old. I did all the things. That's what's frustrating about this game sometimes, man. Like, I've done all this work physically to get better physically. My game is physically better than it's ever been before. The loop's out of my swing, more accurate, more able to do more with the bowling ball. I mean, my rev rate went down about 15 RPM, which we're going to get back up again. Not that that makes that huge of a difference, but man, it's like just the way the lanes play now, I have to do things differently, and I'm still learning. I'm still in a learning curve with how PBA patterns play. PBA patterns don't play like they used to. When I was having success, the patterns played completely different. Now it takes completely different types of shapes, and I'm still learning how to control those shapes and use them properly. I'm getting better, but clearly, as you saw at Tour Trials, finishing in the middle of the pack and almost 300 pins out of the cut, not exactly where I want to be yet. So I'm not giving up. Like, I'm going to keep bowling. I'm going to keep working. I haven't bowled since then, but I have taken some time off. But we got a regional coming up in a couple of weeks that I'll be getting ready for. I got to make my body not sore yet from working out, so another week or so I won't be sore, but I'll bowl a little bit tomorrow, hopefully do some reviews, do these couple of reviews tomorrow for you guys, and we'll see what happens from there. I just, if I'm being honest, never in my life have I been able to solely only focus on bowling. Like, I've never been able to just pull up a chair, sit down, and only focus bowling. You know what I mean? Like, I've never only had time in my life where bowling is all I'm going to do. All I'm going to do is practice. All I'm going to do is get ready. I'm just going to do everything I can and focus solely on bowling. I've always had either, a girlfriend that I put too much time into, stupid. A wife that I put too much time into. Well, that was smart, but didn't work out. And now I've got a kid that I'm putting a lot of time into, and I'm not going to change that because he deserves it. And now I've got the shop, I've got my YouTube channel, I've got a lot going on. And maybe soon, now that my kid's getting older, I can put a little bit more time in. I think the ideal situation is if I have a facility of my own that I can get into and use at all times. So, like, my ideal situation is, like I keep talking about, is having a 6 to 8 lane training center with one of the rooms to where I even have a bed and a play area and stuff, or just basically a room for my kid. So that way I can be there all day, every day, and focus solely on bowling. Like here, this is an hour away from my house. I can't get in until the afternoon. And the times that I'm here, I'm open. So, like, right now I probably could have practiced, but they're oiling for the lanes, and it's so hard to put in the time that you need to put in if you don't have access to places or to the place. Like, I could do it if I go and practice at local centers near me, which is fine. I can do that. That's not a problem. It just takes a little bit more motivation. It takes more dedication. And I'll be honest, I haven't put nearly the dedication and commitment into bowling that needs to be put in to be successful at that level. Like, I'm a good regional player. I'm a past PBA player of the year for the region. So it's not like I'm like what I did was bad. It's not good enough for like the tour life, like to be a top tour player. It's just not good enough. So, and the only way I'm going to get good enough is if I can completely focus and completely commit. And I've never had that in my life. So that's kind of where I'm striving to. I figure by the time I'm 45, if I haven't done something by then, it's over, right? Like, it's tough, you know. That doesn't seem that long. That's not that long away. That's 5 years. So it's gonna be a challenge, but I'm hoping to put something together and within the next couple of years have a facility of some kind of my own to be able to just practice and do videos and teach and train and coach and do lessons and do clinics and just all of that stuff. You know, right now it's like the market buying buildings it's ridiculous. Like, these places want millions of dollars for buildings that have been sitting vacant for years. Like, it's unreal. In the Detroit area, it's stupid. It makes no sense. Like, my best option is to buy a plot of commercial land for $20,000 and put a metal building up on it. Problem is that's still going to take $500,000. Like, to put up a big enough metal building to be able to run electricity through it, you're talking probably $200,000 just in running electric through it, plus HVAC, plus everything in there, the lanes, all that stuff. I priced it out. It's a good $500,000. So, is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like I have the financial support to do it if I really was to find the right location, the right place. I have the people in my corner that can make it happen. But again, there is no location that is good enough that would be worth it to do right now. So we'll see. Yeah, and that's the problem too, is there's not enough money in bowling, right? Like, the way I'm doing it is the only way you can actually be successful unless you're a top 5%er. Unless you're a guy that's making shows all the time, winning. You can't make money in bowling unless you're a coach. Unless you've put all your time, like, that's where I put my time and energy. Coaching, teaching, helping other people. Unfortunately, it doesn't equate to me being that much better, but it is what it is. So I get more joy out of watching other people succeed than I do myself anyway. I get more joy out of coaching than I do bowling a tournament and leading. So that's the way we're going to do this for now. We'll see what happens. Let's drill a couple more balls. Made in Korea.
Bless me.
Coaching certification. Good for you, Crazy. Good for you. That's kind of another thing that I want to do is eventually I would like to teach people to coach. Like, the idea behind Bowler X Pro Shops is to franchise out. kind of like Bowler's Mart, but the difference in Bowler's Mart is Bowler's Mart got a lot of kids running the shops, a lot of people who aren't really pro shop operators. Nothing against them or anything, but I see a lot of bad work coming out of certain ones, and some good work in certain ones as well. But I'd like to not necessarily franchise, but bring shops on board who want to learn and get better and want to put the Bowler X name on there, and I will teach them the way we do things, and then they do things the way we do, they coach the way we do, and just understand the game a whole lot better, and they get the brand name of that right there, Bowler X, and you get some benefits for being a Bowler X shop. So somebody must have been calling me, that's why that other camera went out.
Let me check it. Oh, I got low battery already.
Boo. Whatever. Huh, look at that. We're drawing a Blizzard Glacier at the same time as a Sub-Zero Forge. It's a really icy day. Yeah, Big Funky. There is a lot of abandoned bowling places. Unfortunately, they were bought up by these bigger corporations. And when, like in Michigan, for instance, when they legalized marijuana here, these companies started buying up these big places, knowing that everybody's going to be wanting grow areas, grow warehouses, and all that. So you were seeing some warehouse type buildings that were normally going for $250,000, $300,000 for the building. They're selling for $1.2, $1.3 million because people needed the buildings for that stuff. So a lot of the bowling centers were bought up by these big corporations, and they're not willing to let them go for fair prices. They still want $1 million just for a building. It's like your building does no good for anybody unless, like, even at $1 million, like, if the location isn't prime, why the hell would anybody pay? And that's why they're abandoned. That's why they've been sitting there. Like, when I was looking at, before I opened this up, I was looking at, like, the same type of situation. I was like, oh, maybe I can find, like those businesses like next to Planet Fitness or they're the big buildings and they've got little other sections that can be leased out. I'm like, I could get 2 lanes in one of those front to back, put a pro shop in there, and just have it be a little 2-lane, type of place. And there was a place that that was available next to a Planet Fitness by my house. And I called them up, and still to this day, there's nobody in that building. Still not being used at all. And I called the guy, and he said they wanted $8,000 a month to lease that building space. Not a great location by any means. And I asked him if he was nuts, more or less. I'm like, why are you like, he's like, oh, these are prime locations that these are going quick. We keep, these don't stay on the market long. Yeah, it's still on the market. It's still there empty. That's why. Like, these people want so much money for these buildings, thinking they're worth way more than what they are. Like, the market is just absolute complete trash right now. So it sucks. It sucks a lot. I have very stiff finger joints due to arthritis. How much reverse finger pitch is too much? I'm currently at around 1 1/8 inch reverse in both fingers. There's no such thing as too much. It's only too much if you're hurting, if it's hurting you. Like, if you have arthritis and you need that much, then use it. There's no such thing as too much. No fit is a bad fit if it feels right to you and it allows you to do the things you want to do. Now, I can make suggestions to get you to fit in a ball to do different things. Like, if you want to be able to get around it more, I can change your fit a little bit. But that doesn't mean that it's right for you, because you may have certain pains that you're trying to avoid, so we can't go that route. Otherwise, it brings those pains back. So that's kind of those things you got to look out for. So that's one of the first things I always ask when I have a new customer come in and they say, oh, I need this ball drilled, or can I get this ball? I'll ask them, do you have a ball that fits you already? And they'll say, yeah. And okay, does this ball, do you like the way it fits? Does it hurt? Do you have pain anywhere? Do you get blisters? I'll ask them all kinds of questions like that. And if they say no, then I have no reason to change their fit. I'm not going to try to talk them into a better fit, even though I could see it and be like, that's probably not right. But if they like it, I'm not going to tell them not to do it. Now, if they come to me and they say, I'm struggling with this area, sure, I can make a suggestion then, and we can make some changes, which happens a lot. But, I know pro shops that they always want to be the smartest guy in the room. They want to try to change things for people, even when they don't need to be changed. Like, you just stop doing that. Like, you don't have to prove you know what you're talking about by making all these changes. And all you're doing is costing the customer a ton of money. I know you're trying to make money, but, you're not gaining extra customers by charging this person to fix 7 bowling balls because you just told him it's necessary to fix a fit that isn't going to change their game at all. So why make a change if it doesn't hurt their hand, and it's not going to make them a better bowler anyway. So too many pro shops try to be the smartest people in the room. It's up to the bowler, man. Like, for instance, I have pretty good flexibility, right? Like, I can do a lot of what I want with my hand, and I don't have much pain. Like going too far and pressing in too much feels like it needs to crack. Like, so yeah, I probably need a little reverse. You know how much reverse I use? And I can bend my fingers in this much. You know how much reverse I use in mine? Almost an inch. I use 15/16 reverse in both fingers. So most pro shops, if they refit me, they'll say, you don't need that much reverse. No, I don't need that much reverse. It's comfortable for me, and it allows me to do what I'm trying to do to a bowling ball. It allows me to stay cleaner. which maybe that's where some of my rev rate has gone because I've, lowered I've upped my reverse quite a bit, but that's just how it is. So for me, almost an inch of reverse works, and I like it. Now, the word works is, that's debatable because it hasn't worked a ton, but, I have the ability to do what I want with a bowling ball. Whether or not I make the right decisions or not, that's a completely different story.
Thoughts on different interchangeable thumbs? Or just change to Jopo, but it's hard to get there. Yeah, I mean, Jopo's a good brand. I use Turbo. Switch grips I have for basically since they were new, so 2014 area. I've used them. I used them before that. I used them in college in 2006, back when they broke a lot. But now, I use them still. Now they're better. I've never had a broken one in years, over a decade. But I think they're all good products. I mean, Jopo's a good product. Switch grip's good. Vice is good. I just prefer this because it's easier to install. I like Jopo too because they're easier to install. Vice takes a couple more steps, but it's still a good product. So it really just depends on your preference. A lot of people like Jopo because it's got the extra safety measures. They're a little tighter in the ball. They lock in a little bit better. The locking mechanism stays that way longer, whereas Turbo's kind of wears out a little. So you gotta be cautious with, like if the inners get loose or something. So, but either way, like any of them you choose is a good product for sure.
So the one thing I'll show you is I'm not a fan of how the Jopo outer, I don't know if you can see it right here, but it just drops in like that. It's really loose, whereas the turbo one, you gotta shove it down. It'll get stuck if I try to push it down like that. So the Jopo one is just it's simply it's just a little bit smaller than the hole, which causes a little problem. But you just scuff it, use a bunch of glue, and they stay in fine. It's not that big a deal.
So that's something to think about, folks. So the Wednesday Sport League here used the pattern that we used at Tour Trials Day 2, the 41-foot pattern, and scores were super low. The averages in the house was like 150, and there's quite a few bowlers in here. There's probably 100 bowlers bowling. Average score was 150, and to think like scoring pace on that pattern out there was like 230. What's that tell you about how good like the bowlers out there are? Like, it's insane. What's the highest amount of reverse I've ever put in a ball? For fingers, over an inch. For thumb, I mean, it's rare to see somebody need more than like 3/4 inch, but some people have like super bad arthritis and super bad flexibility, so you got to use it, but not a lot. Not a ton. Not a ton.
Phone's gonna die. Fine.
is complete. Get my phone plugged in. Put me in before she dies. What's wrong with this charger? Charger's trash. There we go. You know, one thing I'm never going to understand, stuff like TikTok. Like, I mean, I understand the use of TikTok and what it's good for, like, because my TikTok channel, I have two of them. One is supposed to be bowling related that I never use, and then my other one is nothing to do with bowling. And I don't understand the algorithm and how it works. You know, you got all these people that'll get on there. TikTok themselves will make videos and say, this is what you need to do to be in front of a larger audience and to grow your base and everything. Like, I've got almost 50,000 followers on mine, but it's still, like, I don't see the views. Like, I see some people that have channels that have 10,000 followers, and they have videos that are just, they're going viral every day. Like, they've got videos every day that are getting, you know, millions of views. It makes no sense to me. So then I do the same things that they're doing as far as what TikTok says you're supposed to do, and you still don't get the views. Like, it's crazy. It's absurd to me. I don't get it. I have no idea. It's weird. So if y'all got an idea on how stuff like that works, YouTube's so much easier to use. You never have to worry about it because you just upload and the algorithm just works for the most part, kind of. If you stop posting, it'll kick you out of the algorithm, and then it takes you a while. Like, that's where I'm at right now. A lot of my posting didn't happen there for a while. So then it thinks you're, like, not doing anything, and so it doesn't, like, throw your videos out to people. That's why I'm going live more often. Average was absolute poop. What do you have to educate customers on the most about bowling balls? I need to make videos explaining that stuff. The problem is, like, I spend the time to edit and do those videos, and they never reach anybody. So, yeah, they're important, and I will have to do them, but it's just so hard to push videos out that nobody wants to watch. Nobody wants to watch those videos, except for the select few. What to buy next for my daughter? 16 pounds, daughter 16, one-handed, got purple hammer NV Tour, Black Widow 3.0, Primal Shock, Ripcord Launch, and Spare Ball. Perhaps hard question. Well, yeah, it's tough to answer that when I haven't seen her throw a ball. See, and that's what this app would be really cool for. You'd be able to put all those in there, click the AI button, and it will tell you what balls are missing or what you need to fill gaps or what kind of gaps you have. So make sure to head over to easybowlingstats.com and download that. Get using it right away. It's important. Not me, I don't even have flip-flop or TikTok. That's funny. TikTok's fun. I like starting crap on there. I know. People are surprised. People are surprised. JR likes to start drama? Nah. I like to finish it after I start it. It's fun. Talk about all kinds of stuff on there. It's hilarious. You get so many people angry. I've even had people find me on my Facebook and stuff afterwards, and they're like making comments on there, calling me names. You think you're gonna hurt my feelings? You can't say anything to me that I haven't already said 6 feet in front of a mirror, or 6 inches in front of a mirror. All right, I'm gonna roll out. I was going to keep this going all day, but I need to actually do some other videos and stuff while I have time before my appointment gets here at 6. So, and this league starts here pretty soon. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'll probably be back. I'll have this going again tomorrow. If you guys are bored, I'll have it going again tomorrow. I'll be here at noon, so I'm gonna leave my setup here. And yeah, so. I'm rubber, you're glue, just saying. Yeah. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. For sure. So, all right. Come on back tomorrow. Come hang out in the shop. Noon o'clock tomorrow on Saturday, I'll be here. So, if not, then y'all have a great day either way. Have a fun Saturday. Go Blue. Let's hope they can find a way to beat Texas. I doubt it. I think Texas beats them by 17, but we'll see what happens. But Sunday, however, Sunday night football, we got our Lions with a rematch, a playoff rematch against LA, the Rams. So that'll be fun. But anyway, all right, y'all, make sure to do me a favor, hit the like button and stuff on these videos. You know, share the videos as much as you can. Help me get further out in the algorithm, especially this one, especially the one I did yesterday, so that way people can see the new app and all that. So. Love y'all. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys later.